Everyone, Temporal here, and today we are reviewing a Plat Anna. If you guys are enjoying the reviews here, do feel free to like and subscribe. If you, on the other hand, are looking for coaching yourself, that's fantastic, and you can join my Discord in the description below. But let's see how this Anna's going to do.
Stop the payload.
Fine. Kind of a fidgety Anna, but that's okay.
Go. I keep you here. Get here.
Good nade. That's what we're looking for. We're really looking to get those purples.
It's just a scratch. You'll be fine.
Do be aware of that echo back there. You see that? There we go. Widow will do it for you. That's fine. You don't need to stand in front of her to heal her. You don't need to block her line of sight. You can slide to the side. Have fun on the side. Good. Swing to the right, swing to the right. Yep, sleeper. Unfortunate.
Get back in the fight.
Okay, so you need to relocate to where your soldier is. You can't be here. That reload was unnecessary.
You're going to be okay.
Good sleep.
Hands up.
It's fine. You should just scope shot that Lucio.
Get here.
So your Zarya wasn't really in danger there, but she got the Lucio too, so I'll live with it. Did you really expect to get the Lucio? I don't know about that. Okay, we'll go with it. So now you do want to retake high ground. You needed to join your soldier when your team was in trouble, but now your team is totally healed up, and you need to take advantage of this lull to get high ground. Now it's too late, and you're going to have to play from here. You need to shift left. No, you... Oh, okay. If your Rhine went there, you can do it. That's fine. I wouldn't have expected your Rhine to relocate to there, but since he did, your positioning is now correct.
Get back in the fight.
Yep, Foxing to Mercy is the key. That's unfortunate. Can you get the nade off? Beautiful. Beautiful. You didn't need to run towards him. So, let's look into this.
Watching your back. Heal up.
Good nade.
Fire.
You get that. You know he doesn't have bubble because you saw him use it before, so that's fine. He gets the nano. Are you that worried about the Doomfist? Why are you walking towards this? You don't have sleep dart, so I don't know why you're walking towards this Winston. Is that just you thinking you have sleep dart? Even if you did have sleep dart, you wouldn't want to walk towards him because he might step back and continue zapping you from inside the bubble. Are you this worried about the Doomfist? If so, walking towards the Nano Winston is not the right answer, I promise. Like, you were better off going into here, trying to rotate out to here. Any of these were better. You really want to give the Winston situations where he has to pick between zapping you and Reinhardt. You don't really want him where he can get both of you, and you're kind of giving him that, though he's not taking it. And you just don't want to be walking towards him. That is kind of weird.
Get clear.
You don't have sleep. Would have been great if you'd hit that shot. Totally fine you didn't.
في الامتحان يكرم المرء أو يهان.
No one can hide from my sight.
Good.
Damage amplified.
You guys will have a window to push back in time. You're not going to get to push with 6, but you can take... Yeah, with your run. You're going to have to nano him pretty early. go. Free sleep. There's your nano. So there wasn't really a need to push in this deep. I was totally good with the play of, hey, let's hit the nano on our Rhine. You hit the nade, that's good. But there's no need for you to push in this deep. You're not going, oh, I need to be here to heal my Rhine through his positioning that you can't back up. No, it was in the sentence. You can't back up this positioning. The correct answer is not to transition up to here. You can keep your team going for a long time from here, and they're going to have a tough time getting to you because you saw that your allies came through over here. So you know that you've got some protection that sure enough does drop down in front of you. You want to be back here. If people wander out of your sight, that's a real shame. You're just going to have to take this stable position. You can keep this cart here for a long time if you're unmolested. If you're up here, you were up here for a second, you can just be destroyed. And, the swinging Reinhardt in front of you isn't great protection while this Winston bubble is still up. So transitioning up there was a bit of a mistake. And again, you had a McCree on your team. No, I lied. No, I'm right. You have the McCree on your team, and your McCree was right here. It was going to be tough for that Doom to get you if you dropped here and your McCree similarly dropped here. He's pushing up because you pushed up into such a weird place, etc. You had good protection from a Doomfist available to you.
I'm not ready to hang it up.
30 seconds remaining.
Stop the payload.
It's over, and you recognize it. Good. All the way out.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
Tracer Cree, that's fine.
I will keep you healed.
Settle, just settle into your shot. There you go. Okay, so that would have been a good time for a nade. You'd have naded D.Va right in the butt. She was not going to instantly 180 and matrix that, I promise. She was too worried about matrixing the flashbang from the McCree in front of her, and what would have happened is you'd have gotten her purple, and she'd have healed your McCree a bit there. And that's totally worth a nade. Whereas that nade should be able to easily eat, but it didn't happen. No big deal.
لسه في ناس لازم احميهم. Hello.
I'm not as young as I used to be.
My ultimate is ready. Let's do this.
Good nade, but be careful. Yep, good. You've got some good Winston flips. Take your cover. Yeah, that's just gonna be rough. Kind of a mess.
60 seconds.
It's fine. Re-entry was always gonna be tough there. You hit the sleeps you needed to. The nade was fine.
This is much better than a cabana on the beach.
The payload has reached.
Okay, let's see if we can stabilize this, get some 6v6s going, all that good stuff.
I've seen worse. You're going to live.
You don't need to be up here. You could be playing further back just fine. If you're up here, I'm hoping you're going to transition to the right for a nice nade. Yeah, you don't ever need to be this close. If you were this close, it would be because you were on an angle where you could get a sneaky little nade and then immediately retreat through the health pack and back to better position. You just don't need to be up here. You don't get closer to get better nades, you take angles to get better nades. General rule. That's not absolute. There are a few
Go.
times when you
I
do get
pity
closer
you.
for better nades. But no, no. Like, I'm glad that you got the purple, but that's not how you do it, man.
Ultimate is ready.
You could also go up here. Up here is a truly powerful position. If you want to get good nades, you want to get good offensive shots, close the angle, etc. Then you'd have you and what are yours, your partner right now, Bap, cross healing each other from high ground. It would be beautiful, but that's okay. Let's see how you're gonna get value of this nano. Right there. Okay.
Lights out.
So this is bad. You're getting yourself surrounded. You went in here to do work, and the problem with that is it lets the monkey very easily get behind you, which he did, and it also lets them flank right behind you. With this, McCree may go and deal with threats this way, but if he was smart, he'd actually turn and deal with threats this way, and you would be in a bad time because you do not have cooldowns left. He is going to just destroy you. So you really don't want to be this close. It makes it super easy for them to get threatening angles on you, get behind you, and now you have to worry about stuff. Okay, now you don't because the thing's behind you. But a second ago, you had to worry about, hey, there's threats in front of me over here, there's a Winston behind me, and there's a McCree over here. You don't have the brain power to focus on all those threats at once, and you also don't have the ocular vision. Your screen won't let you see all of those threats at once. So don't get that close. You don't have to. You have a scope as Anna. There's times to take aggressive angles, but you never need to be in the middle of the fight like this, unless you're playing full-on Brawl. If you're playing full Brawl v Brawl, that changes a little, but you're not.
Go. I pity you.
60 seconds remaining.
You got the shot. Not sure why you unscoped there between the shots. You weren't in danger, but that's fine. You don't need to push into that bubble, I promise. Yeah, you're getting yourself in danger here. It's okay. You'll sleep him again. You've been sleeping him like wild. Good.
30 seconds.
Get back in.
The payload is approaching its destination.
Well, okay, that poor Lucio.
10 seconds remaining.
Don't mind you playing to the left over here. That's actually okay. Again, be careful about how much you're getting in the middle to brawl in these fights. Like, again, if you want better nades, you get those by going up here where you can drop them over stuff, or up over here where you can easily drop them over stuff, etc. Don't need to be in the middle like you are here. And you are the absolute last person to worry about stopping the card.
You'll be fine.
And when you're in the middle of the fight, you don't have anywhere to go to get away from things like self-destruct. Whereas when you're on the edge of the fight, you can go here, just drop back. You're over here, you can go like this. You're on high ground, you can go like this. All that good stuff.
Get back in the fight. You're powered up. Get in there.
You don't need to get that close to Hog to nade him, I promise.
Score.
Okay. Let's see how this goes.
We shall prove
Ready for battle.
the payload is in my charge. Let us move it.
Get back in the fight.
Okay. It's fine. You don't need to be this close to the action to heal it. Again, like, unless you're immediately going to peek this and throw an aid, which hint you're not, you don't need to be this close to the action to heal it. If you look at their comp, which you know by now because we're 25 seconds into the match, and you can see that at 15, no one is going to flank around here. This is a McCree, this is a Junkrat, there's no ball here or anything. No one is going to flank around and just show up on your backside and punish you for being a little further away from your team. So you could be like, okay, I'm back here and you're totally safe. I'm here and I'm totally safe. If you want to hit nades, again, you can swing out here and have a different angle to hit a nade, or you could be up here to drop a nade, etc. But this is like you're just making yourself close, and you're just making yourself close to a team that has a Rhine, a Zarya, and a Reaper. That's a team that wants to brawl. Why would you be close to that? Excuse me, you're the team with the Rhine, Zarya, and Reaper. With a Rhine, Zarya, Junkrat, that's a team that still just wants to brawl. Why would you be close to that?
I will keep you here.
Tunnel the Rhine, fine.
Go. I keep you here.
I shall seize the payload safely to its destination. Hello.
Amelie. Everyone dies. Everyone
I
dies.
salute you. I salute you.
Is that it?
So being on the cart isn't actually super important anymore. I'm fine with the cart because it's not terrible positioning right now, but it's not super important. One person on the cart, big deal. Each additional person on the cart increases the speed by a third, I think. So, second, third person, you're not going twice as fast with two people, three times as fast with three. You're going something like 133% base speed with two and 100% with one. So it's not, you don't have to be here right now, but this is okay. And now you're going to hit a fat nade and it's going to be great. No, you didn't hit the fat nade. Offensive shot at Anna. That bubble's still up. You don't want to spend this yet? Oh, you timed that perfectly. Okay. I'll give you props. I'll pretend it was intentional. Maybe it was. Nice sleep.
You're powered up. Get in there.
I suppose we can forgive you for running into this fight. There was a Doomfist to worry about. Let's take another look.
You're powered up. Get in there.
Make sure you're not hanging your Mercy out to dry. Okay, that's fine. Sure.
No one can hide from my sight.
The answer was to, do some work from here. Do your work from here. That's a little safer. You get to be aware if someone walks through here, they're probably going to immediately turn this way and you get to shoot them in the back. But that's fine. Not a big deal. It was a tough situation.
Watching your back. This will help.
Okay. So now that they have this Doomfist, well, that's fine. I was saying, now that they have this Doomfist, you probably do need to hold on to your Sleep Dart a little tighter. You can still use the Nade offensively just fine. Probably need to hold down to a defensive cooldown to protect yourself. And with your sleep proficiency, it's going to be that one.
Move it out.
It's just a scratch. You'll be fine.
You'll tunnel. You'll keep them up.
Meteor strike.
Fine.
I have found the enemy. Come and face me. Rising up.
Little hesitant to take offensive shots, I'm noticing. Good offensive nades, though.
You're powered up. Get in there.
That's unfortunate. So that was a bit of a devil's trade that you had to make there. We'll go over it.
I have your back. Walk the dog.
It's fine. We're going, hey, I want to nano my Rhine to swing into it. It's a tough situation because if you nano him at that amount of health, he doesn't have armor. Well, he has like 3 armor. If you nano him at that amount of health, it is going to give him damage reduction, and it's going to increase his swing damage, and he'll probably get 1 or 2 swings. 1 or 2 swings isn't enough, but you add a Zarya right click or 2, and that probably is enough. On the other hand, you're still not going to be able to heal him, and the nano's heal effect is going to be canceled out here. So I don't disagree with this nano. I'm good here.
You're powered up. Get in there.
But unfortunately, he then immediately falls down. So now it becomes, okay, now our nano gets wasted. That's not so much your fault, and you do get the work done. Good. But not good enough. I don't particularly like that you were this close in the first place. We can go over that, because ultimately what makes this fall apart is you go there. I'm with you on the nano, even though it goes wrong.
60 seconds.
I don't think you want to be sleep darting into that. Again, I've covered I would like you to hold on to your sleep dart to protect you from the Doomfist, which sure enough is exactly what happens, but that's not the only thing that's going wrong here. There was also no need for you to be this close. From here, you could heal, you could nade just as well. You have a scope that makes your shot hit scan. You can heal your nade, Reinhardt, just as fast from here. You can throw that nade and still hit that grav just fine from here. In fact, you get better nade opportunities from up here, and you'll see that Doomfist coming much more cleanly, etc. So this was better positioning. The only danger of up here is, hey, the Zen can see you and take shots at you, but you have cover available to you. You can also back up, and that closes the sight line, etc. So this is where there was no need to. When you came through here, etc., I was surprised that you didn't just go through here instead and do your healing from here. Or when you dropped this way, that you didn't work your way up here and start healing from here. This is the better positioning. They don't really have meaningful ranged poke right now. It was their McCree, I believe, that swapped, so they're doomed junk. Distance is your friend. Hey guys, I see you in chat. Good to know my biggest fan is here.
That easily.
Our duty is to move the payload. Get to it.
30 seconds remaining.
It's just a scratch. You'll be fine.
Yeah, no offensive shots being taken. I'm surprised at how much of a resistance there is to that, considering how offensive you get with your ability usage, which I generally like. I just would like to be holding the sleep darts more defensively now that there's a Doomfist. But you have a noticeable delay before you like mentally move down your priority list to go, okay, yeah, I am going to take offensive shots.
I'm escorting the payload.
Doomfist is eliminated, that's fine.
Walk it off.
I'd have preferred to air that nade a little more forward, but that's okay.
The payload.
Okay, so we get the checkpoint. That's good. We probably should have had it 2 minutes ago, but we are in this game. No, this is not my gameplay.
Move it out.
If this was my gameplay, it'd be wood tier, man. This is high plat.
I will keep you healed.
Okay, so let's not get close to the fight this time. And let's think about what high ground we can go take.
You're going
What
to
better
it.
positioning we can go take. Distance helps us against this team because they are Doomfist, Junkrat, and height also helps us against this team because they're Ryan, Zarya, Junkrat, Doomfist. Like, none of those are great.
Get behind me.
So you're in this grav because you were too close. If you did sneak up here aggressively, it was to get up these stairs so you could go back here. But honestly, You just wanted to be playing from back here the whole time. It was perfectly safe. It was great. Now you're in a grab, and you are the energy that keeps your team up. If you go down, your team is going to fold. You do not want to be up here where it's easy for you to go down. We have Banana sleeping Reinhardt. Okay.
I wasn't cut out for retirement anyways.
Seconds.
You should. Why aren't you nading to? Okay, there you go. Ha! There's the nade. Yeah, tuck here. That's appropriate. And then I really hope you don't go at main. You do not need to go at main. You can push card at main. That's fine. Once the cart gets to your team, you're going to rotate. That's fine, yeah. Pressure the Doomfist. Pressure the Doomfist who's in the spot I wanted you to be in. Okay. You don't need to be here anymore. I don't particularly love healing from this angle. This is conceptually normally a right thing where you go, hey, I'm going to sort of heal at a right angle from the enemy team. So here's my team, here's the enemy team, here's me. I'd actually prefer in this case, the problem with this one is the hill sort of cuts off your sight, as you can see from here. You can't see your Zarya, you can see half of your Mercy, you can sort of see your Reinhardt. So here, what you do is you push the cart up until your team is pushing it again, and then you rotate up this side and you do your work. I don't love you being on the same sight line as your team, but it's better than shooting up this hill. And you also get the ability to rotate through here as long as the floor is not in the way. Get this health pack. You can pressure from this way, drop your nades, be safe. You can sneak through here and drop nades. Like that's more where you're looking to transition to, assuming that nothing's up here. Or you can even work your way all the way up here. And this is sort of the win position. Whoever controls this should be able to control the first half of third point here. So if you can get to there, that's going to be a pretty big deal. That is not where you go to throw nades. I love your instinct to go use good nades like this, I really do, but I want you to use them from angles, not to just go, I'm going to run in close to hit them. Yes, Jumbo, I did like playing Anna and Winston when probably more Winston, mostly main tanks, when I played the game. Okay, so this is a little more dangerous of a rotation than out through here, but that's okay. It keeps you in sight of your team the whole time, so we'll take that trade. You see the Junkrat? You could throw your nade and then toggle up to the Junkrat and push him back. That'd be a pretty big deal. You're just gonna sleep him. Okay. Again, I don't love using your sleep on targets that aren't the Doomfist right now because you do need a cooldown to protect yourself from this Doomfist.
You're going to be okay.
You should hold it. Hold your nano, yep.
I'll rest one fight. Someone get that payload moving.
10 seconds.
You're going to. You're powered up. Get in there.
See? Doomfist is so much less dangerous when you have sleep. Of course, you're still in the middle of this fight rather than back here, which makes it so it's juicy and there's lots of good tire targets. But you know, that was better. Improvement. Okay, this is just junk time. Yeah, I'm not sure I care about this junk time. Oh, decent amount of junk time, though. Okay. Yeah, we're done. So, good stuff here. The things that are going to help you, Joshua, the most for your Ana gameplay are going to be more recognition of what good positioning looks like depending on the enemy team. And specifically, what I'm referring to here is you like to get in close to use your nades, to contribute to the fight, etc. And I really, really do like how much you like your offensive nades, but I want you to think the place to get offensive nades is off of high ground or off of steep angles, different direction that they're not expecting from, not by walking in close to the team. That is getting you into trouble way too regularly. That's getting you caught by grabs you shouldn't be caught by. That's letting Doomfist have too easy access to you. All sorts of things there that are helping you. The other thing that you're going to want to know is when there is some sort of diver that's dangerous to you, or if there's multiple, you're going to have to judge how many cooldowns you need to save to deal with them. I want that offensive ability use. I don't want that to disappear. But when there's a Doomfist on the board, or a Tracer on the board, or a Ball on the board, you're going to need to make a judgment of what cooldowns you can spend and you can't spend, and when you can spend one, because, hey, I'm using this, both things are on cooldown, but I'll have it back in 2 seconds, and I know where the ball is, he's across the map. That's fine. But most of the time, it's a little bit of a simple equation where you go, there's a Doomfist, I'm going to use Nade offensively, but I'm keeping Sleep Dart to protect myself now. Or there's a ball, I'm going to use Nade offensively, but I'm keeping Sleep Dart to hit his pile drives, etc. Something along those lines, and that's going to help your survivability a ton, because you're taking too many, you're getting eliminated too often, and with your mechanics, there's no reason for you to. Your sleep darts are quite good for this level. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed that. If you guys are enjoying the content, please do feel free to like and subscribe. If, on the other hand, you are looking for coaching, that's fantastic. You can join the Discord in the description below. And do I have chat comments? I have a hype man in chat. That's awesome. Who also thinks I'm a bully, which that's fair. That's fair. I think that probably covers it. Yeah, no, my chat is great, man. My chat is great. And it'll be here in the VOD, so you all can go see it. Anyways, I'll probably hop back on for one more VOD review tonight, but that's what I've got. Okay, later, guys. Temporal out.